Hey everybody, and welcome. Today we're going to learn why there's a new kid on the block, and it's called GEO or GEO. Same thing. I know. We know about SEO, or at least some of the audience may know about SEO, which is search engine optimization. But now we're going to learn about GEO and why that is actually going to be very relevant now with AI, especially. Let's search up. So out of curiosity, I just put the benefits of matcha because I love matcha green tea. It's really good, gets you energetic, and it tastes good too. Coffee's good too. So first thing we see here is AI overview. What is that? I know I've seen it many times, but it's never caught my attention, perhaps. But now it's being brought to your attention and we're becoming more aware of this. What is GEO? This is GEO. It's basically AI generated information that searches all over the web from the SEO part of the web. The search engine is basically using AI now to integrate it within its platform and is being integrated within a lot of platforms already. And this is going to be the new thing that will be staying, not like drop shipping. So first thing first, matcha. Boost brain function, improving heart health, and aiding in weight management. That's amazing, but I didn't know that. I mainly use it as an alternative for caffeine. Thank you, matcha green powder. And we see here that it has a lot of links, and these links all lead to a website, of course. So let's click on this one. When I click on it, immediately, as always, Healthline is number one because Healthline talks a lot about health and it talks a lot about all these things. Let's go right into Healthline just to show you how important this is when you're looking for something that is mood enhancement. Healthline is the one that pops up first. So now we're in Healthline, and Healthline is a website that's going to tell us 7 proven ways matcha tea improves your health. Actually, that's pretty cool. So I didn't read this beforehand, but you can read it if you want and slow it down the video. But yeah, I actually didn't know that. Promotes liver. Usually everything else just kills the liver. Anyways, high in antioxidants, that I didn't know. May help protect the liver, that I did not know. Boost brain function. I had a somewhat of a gist on this one. May help prevent cancer. Actually pretty good. Promotes heart health. Wow. Okay. Helps you lose weight. Matcha tea is easy to prepare. Yes, it is easy to prepare. I had it on my milkshake. So you see, I use it mainly for my milkshake. Why is this important? Well, let's go back. The reason it's important is because your website is going to be the first line of sight, especially when you don't need to click on the show more. You just click on here and your website's number one. That's what people are going to click. Or Mr. Web Medical Doctor right here, which is, it's okay. And I don't know about this one and this one, but mostly these two are the most popular ones. And that's not it. The generative AI is going to also promote on the second part of the page, which is basically going to already tell you which ones to click. Of course, these do change. So now you're third place. Brain function, you're going to probably be not even fourth place. Okay. So you see how, depending on how much you talk about certain aspects of green tea, is going to show up. That's what I wanted to show you. So that's one that I wanted to show you, because now it's just going to go down and talk to you about, basic websites that come out. But the first line of sight was generative AI. Very important. Now we're going to go over VEO. So VEO is basically video engine optimization. And I know many of you have clicked on a video within Google. For example, let me show you. Like this, you probably typed in something like best cat video. And what is going to show up? The best cat videos, of course, in YouTube Daily Internet. And this one has 15 million views in 5 months. That is crazy. Oh my. Well, VEO is that important. Why? Because you're basically gonna put in best cat videos, right? Or best cat video. What is the title? Best cat videos. And hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. In this video, I will show you the best cat videos from the past 10 years. Meaning that the title is catering to best cat videos. The description is best top videos. And because people love cat videos, they're going to be looking at this cat video. I'm probably going to watch this afterwards. I'm just kidding. Probably not. But you see how the video, it depending on your business, especially if you're talking about something very specific and you're going to post it on YouTube, this helps to gain awareness of something that you personally are basically making. That is why you posting a video on something you do is very important. For example, this. If you put, or rather, if you type best marketing for high ticket business, you're going to get generative AI. Interesting, right? This is actually one of the best niches you should always get into. Always. And then, of course, you have Reddit. Sponsored, LinkedIn, generate high ticket leads, SAMrush, kind of like there's a lot of these. Monday.com, CRM, and then you have these videos here. The best high ticket sales process in 2004. So this is mainly talking about the process. There's some that talk about niches, and there are others that talk about the business, high ticket business. Depending on what you choose, it's very interesting to choose. This is the one I would learn from a lot. It's from the future. I learned that working with people who are valuable clients, they will value your business more than people who sadly don't know anything about business or just maybe can't afford it at that time. And that's just the truth. And yeah. Now let's go to IEO. IEO is image engine optimization, meaning that because people don't, and I'm going to show you why. Let's go and type in a specific image that's related to something. Rather, let's just use this one. Let's use images. All right. So first thing we get is this by Ken Yarmosh. It's mastering high ticket sales. I think. I knew it. I knew it. It's high ticket sales. So I love this. He basically made an image on why high ticket sales as a solopreneur. Interesting. Wow. He made a whole article about it. That's amazing. I've never seen someone create such an amazing article. And yes, low value services versus scalable offers. I love this. But the reason this is also on top is because his SEO for this one page, which is high ticket sales, added onto his website, is this image. This is what came up first for the IEO. So let's click on, I'm going to double tap with my mouse, or you can right click it with your mouse and then click and inspect. And we're going to get his image here, right? All right. So one thing I have noticed is he does not have an alt text. Interestingly enough, it's mainly just the page that is promoting this image to go higher. I like that. But if you want to add an alt text, and so the way we're going to put an alt text here is first we're going to edit the HTML. At least he should have an alt text, which is interesting how he doesn't. So I'm going to go here and then I'm just going to put end quotation marks to end it and then enter. There it is. We added an alt text saying high value services versus scalable offer or offers. Of course, it's better if you add everything you have here in the alt text because it's going to allow you to show up in the image engine optimization a lot better. So let's move to the next one. All right, so now that we're here, the next one is called FEO, which is forum engine optimization. Depending if you focus a lot on forums, this is really good for these industry-wide companies that focus a lot on details and the packaging and all that. Very informational is forums here. You should get a lot of Reddit posts probably. And yes, Reddit post is the first thing that comes up because you posting on Reddit is going to come up as a forum for people who actually like to read. Very good, right? I'm telling you, depending on what you focus on one of these things right here. Video, images, shopping. If you do products or services, preferably do shopping for sure. Images, forums. And even if you specialize in one of these, you're still going to come out in the alls section. Back to generative AI. Now that we know the different forms of optimization for your business, right? Or for your website, make sure that you land on either forums, short videos, because short videos is a new one now, which it's going to be the YouTube shorts, the images, news, and even in the more section. But default, everyone's going to go to all, and you want to land within the generative AI engine optimization because you will show up first than your competition, even if they are sponsored. Yes, think about that. Think about that. And that is what I wanted to cover in this video, just because learning about these new things that are going to keep being here, which is definitely AI, this is especially in the experimental phase, you need to know this. Because if you come out in generative AI and you're the first one, you're going to beat the competition. That's even sponsored. I pray you learned something from this. So be sure to subscribe, to like the video, comment, anything you want to hear about, let us know. Peace and shalom to you.